got my nan's old Bible, that's dad's mum's Bible here, and I noticed that there were some ribbons in a few of the passages, or a few of the pages, and I could tell one was in the New Testament. I was really hoping it was in Mark. This is the Good News Bible again, but no, it's in John. And yeah, Nan came to faith quite late in life. She used to attend the Doncaster Corps near where she lived, and just yeah, having a bit of a look through her Bible now. I thought, oh, I wonder what the first passage in Mark she might have underlined was, which is here in chapter 3, where there's a crowd by the lake, and then all of a sudden we're underlining a lot. Yeah, which is really for me, I guess, interesting. Um, Nan was beautiful. She spent quite a lot of time looking after my brother and I when were not well, when Mum was not well, rather. So sitting here in a chair that is styled very similarly to the chairs that used to be at Nan's place. If I can lean this camera down a little bit. Yeah, and I've just been thinking, I guess, about, some people coming to faith later in life or earlier in life. Each of us have our own journey to God. And yeah, as we read through the Gospel of Mark too, we see different people are encountering Jesus at different times. The disciples were grown men fishing as Jesus walks by and says, "Follow me." When did you start following Jesus? Do you think you can continue to say, yeah, I'm a Christian, but I'm also a Jesus follower? There's something, certainly for my faith, there's a Christocentric nature to it that I do, rightly or wrongly, prioritise the Gospels over other passages of the Bible. What Jesus said and did matters to me. But I also want to raise the idea of how we talk about God and how we share the good news as we ask people to follow Jesus, and perhaps in so doing form a relationship with them where they might be, I don't want to say following us, because I do want to keep the focus on Jesus, but we're certainly perhaps leading them in that direction, especially at the point where they're not following Jesus. And so how important does the language we use become in inviting people to follow Jesus? Sometimes we talk about exit ramps. So if you say we're driving from Melbourne to Sydney, there's a lot of exit ramps. There's various roads that'll get you there, but there's also roads that'll take you off in the wrong direction. And so we want to keep people on the path. We want to help them to continue to journey towards Jesus and ultimately journey with Jesus. But using this language of journey, what helps people, what inspires people to continue on the path, and what makes it difficult? Is there certain language that might be more helpful than others? Are there certain Bible translations where the language being so dynamic, might be more helpful than others? Are some translations more faithful to trying to reveal the underlying original meaning of the biblical languages? And so there's some of the things that this journey with Mark, as we weave and wind our way through Mark, um, I hope, yeah, I hope we will discover the questions. I'm not sure if we'll always have definitive answers. I imagine that the answers to some of the questions might even change as language changes and culture changes over the years. But right now, what does that look like, I guess, for the people that we're wanting to see join us on the journey?